All right, y'all. We are live. Pew, 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 pew. Got the Louis crew in the house today. Oh,
Hi.
okay. Whoops. All right. So it is flowing through YouTube. I have confirmed. So I'm going to close that out. And welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Well, welcome everybody. Today is a very special day. Today in our Tipa Talk, I get to welcome, three very special humans. Beatrice Louis, my dear friend of many decades, and her beautiful children, who are also my niece and nephew, Solara and Kyano. Woo! I've known them since before they were even seeds in their mama's belly. Held them since they were so teeny tiny. And look at them now. So I wanted to give you a moment to introduce yourself. Let us know your name, how old you are, and something else, a fun fact that you think you would like people to know about you.
Um, Hi, my name is Solara. I'm 12 years old, and one fun fact about me is that I lived in Haiti for most of my life. Hi, my name is Kyano, and I'm 10 years old. And one fact about me is that I'm building the Titanic.
Oh, that is nice.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And you, Madame?
I'm Beatrice Louis. I go by B. I won't say my age, but one fun fact that I always like to share is that I climb Mount Fuji.
Ooh. Woo. Well, I am so lucky today because I got y'all, three of y'all in a frame. Yeah. I know I'm what's keeping you from your Halloween trick or treating fun. So I'm so grateful for you all to joining today. And as I think I was explaining, just to explain a little bit about these Teapot Talks, is that after I had this community celebration of which you all participated, where I premiered the podcast with the world. I was with the world, my community, my smaller community, and now it's out into the world. It has brought me so much joy to hear people's thoughts about what they think about the episode, what they think about the wisdom of Tipa. And I was talking to your mom, and she was like, my kid's got a lot to say about this. And so I think she talked to y'all, and you all agreed to be here with me today. So you are my first guests who are not of who can't drive a car or not of legal drinking age. Or who couldn't, who don't have an adult guardian. So I'm just so excited that you two have decided to join me today. And I would just maybe love to hear from each of you first. What led you to want to participate in this Teapot Talk?
I thought it was really cool, and I like the stories and stuff.
Mm.
Um, I think it's really inspiring that what you're doing and like to help others, and I really wanted to support you.
Oh, thank you. I feel the love. That means so much to me. Because, I was talking about how sometimes we get nervous doing things like this, right? And I have found it to be so supportive to do this with people who I love and who love me. And so it's like doing these somewhat scary things feel less scary when you're doing it in community and with people you love. So thank you for being part of that for me. And is this your first live?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. I love it.
Can I share a little bit of like how we got here?
Sure.
So with, the launch of your Teapot Revolution, where you shared it with your community before launching it on YouTube, like to the world. We had like a mini watch party at our house, and the kids were there. And throughout the episode, as well as like after the episode, the kids were asking questions about the episode, about what you were doing. And I shared that with you. I just thought it would be interesting to get, a kid's perspective.
Yes. I love it. And I loved y'all joining with the whole watch party vibe that you had going on at your house and that you made a whole experience out of it.
Yes, it was
Awesome.
fun.
So let me ask you, we can talk a little bit more about like what Tipa Tipa means to you. And I have some questions around that. Or you can also talk a little bit about if I don't know if you have thoughts on your mind about things that you've really been thinking about or that you're curious about that came up for you after, listening to the episodes. Did you have anything that was like top of mind that you wanted to start with? Or I can lead with a question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my dears, when you hear like Tipa Tipa, like what does that make you think of?
When I hear Tipa Tipa, I just hear little and little, and then after watching the first episode, now it's like Tipa Tipa, like take your time with whatever you're doing. Like you don't need to rush in life. Like what's the point of living if you're just gonna like rush through it? Like always enjoy the moment.
I think Tipa Tipa means to me is like taking your time and like it doesn't take one hop to get somewhere. You need to take steps to get to your goal.
Yes. B, did you want to let me know? Did you want to add anything? B?
Yeah, I just want to ask them, is there any like Tipa moments in your life that you may want to share?
Yeah, so last year when I was like getting sick, I was going in and out the hospital and I had my surgery. And I remember after the surgery, I had to go to the bathroom and I was really proud of myself because normally like people like don't, and like it took me some time, but I still managed it. So that when you're telling how Paul went to like his client's house, that just made me think of how I took my time, little steps to get to the bathroom.
Can you provide a little bit more detail though, like why that was so significant for you?
Because like I was going through a lot, and then just having the surgery was like so much more on top of it. And after that, I felt like way much like better and stronger after.
Yeah, because you were in a lot of pain, right?
Yeah.
It was you were in a lot of pain and it was hard to go to the bathroom on your own. And you were just determined, right?
Yeah.
You took that pillow, she took a pillow, she put it on her stomach, and she was like, I got this, I'm gonna do it. And like she stretched her little foot in her toe, hit the bottom of the bed, and like just inch by inch, she just moved herself until she got off of the bed, and then like step by step until she got to the bathroom. And I don't want to cry, but I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I'm happy that she shared this story because for me, that is what came up for me too in regards to Tipa Tipa. Like I thought about that, where she literally, it wasn't even a step, it was inches and inches and inches. She was determined. And she did it. Sometimes people take things for granted, like going to the bathroom, you take that for granted. And she was in a tough spot after the surgery. She was in pain, but she did it. And like she was so proud of herself. I will never forget that. She was like, I did it. She was so proud of herself. I will never forget that moment. That was, I feel like, an earthquake moment for Solara. And like she became like a mountain after that. Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing that. And what comes up for me is like your mom is describing like inch by inch. You were so determined. But sometimes when it's like, had you thought, I'm wondering how many inches it was between your bed and the bathroom, right? Like if you thought I have to go 95 inches, it's like, it could be so overwhelming. But if you're just literally like, I only have to worry about this one and then the next one and then the next one, and you just that's also reminds me of Paul, right? He's like literally step by step, door by door until he had connected with everyone. And you took all those little steps to triumphantly be the one who got to go to the bathroom. And girl, with your amazing, wait, it was earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
Wait, am I right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So with your beautiful 12-year-old spirit, I can only imagine, what you're going to be able to harness as you grow and mature into an even more, a version of yourself with so many more years of experience under you. And so I want to thank you because sharing that story, I'm touched. It moved your mom. And that's what this is all about. Like, I chose to tell the story of Paul. His story inspired me. And then I'm telling stories that might inspire others. And so for you sharing your story, you go on and get to be inspiration to other people. So, invitation for you to always share your voice and your story. That's what we wish for you. And it makes me also think you were talking about the mountain quote. And I think I remember it ties to you, Solara, but I remember your mom saying a thought that you had about it, Kyano, where I share the quote. Whenever I see a strong person, I wonder what darkness they may have conquered in their story, because mountains do not rise without earthquakes. And she mentioned you had a reaction to that. I'm wondering if you'd be willing to share. It's okay. Somebody's coming home. That's all right. That's what happens when you're doing a live. Life is happening.
Sorry.
We can't pause. We just keep on going. Just rolling with it. So, Kyano, I don't know if you were able to hear the question that I asked. I know there was starting to get some distraction at home, but I was talking about the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need me to repeat it, or do you remember?
I remember a little bit that you said how earthquakes make mountains.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about that when you heard
It's
it?
like saying bad things can create good things.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there an example you can think of?
What do you think?
And it's okay if you don't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was just going to say it's okay if you don't have one.
I have one.
Sure.
It was so after my surgery, even though like I was sick and that was the like bad part about it, but after I had my surgery, that made me feel like stronger and more better about myself. So yeah, that's like the after earthquakes mountains grow moment for me.
I also have like engineers and scientists failures like help them succeed to make an invention.
Oh, yes. So I hear you, Solara, about this earthquake that was like your surgery and the health challenges. And now on the other side of that, you sort of took that earthquake and you're feeling stronger, right? And you get to live into that, like the mountain of a human that you are, and remembering what I say about heart, like remembering the wisdom of that experience, right? Now you know what it's like to have struggled, with feeling healthy and what it took to get to where you are today. And you get to really go on and be this incredible force that you already were, but you're having some challenges related to your health.
Because after that, it made me like think that I'm like much stronger than I thought I was, and that no one's gonna really help me. Like y'all have support and stuff, but sometimes you have to like do it yourself because no one's really gonna do it for you.
You mean like the inch by inch to the bathroom story? Yes. That is true. Oh, my wish for you is that you always remember how wildly strong and capable you are. And when someone tries to tell you you can't do something, you say, just watch me. Unless it's your mother and father looking out for you and it's for your best interest.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
Yeah. And Kyano, I want to go to your response and this idea that you said engineers and inventors, like they don't get it right from the outset, right? They make there's failures, there's mistakes, but what turns it into a mountain of an experience for them?
Because you can learn from your mistake. Like you can figure out what you did wrong and can find a way to fix it.
You are spot on, buddy. Your children are so wise, because I know Kyano, like it's so true. And I know you're thinking of an example of inventors and engineers. And I just want you to hold on to that, because the truth will happen as you make mistakes in your own life. And you'll say, oh, maybe that wasn't the best move. And what makes it a mountain building experience is that you learn from it. And that's where, and that you derive wisdom from it, that I am smarter, I move smarter, understand myself better, because I reflected on what I had to learn from that experience, just how engineers and inventors and builders do. I love y'all so much. My babies. Proud auntie over here. And, there's another thing I wanted to touch on, because you mentioned one of your fun facts, Solara, is that you lived most of your life in Haiti. And I don't think y'all saw the picture that I put up for our talk, but you've got your bundle, your Haitian flag on your head. And Kyano, you got your t-shirt saying it's in my DNA. And this story of Paul and Tipa Tipa, I've been hearing so many people who are so inspired by him and this story. And I know I feel really proud to know that this story of wisdom and inspiration is coming from Haiti Cherie. And so I'm just wondering, if you were to think about, how does it feel to know that this wisdom and this story of inspiration is coming from your country, or a country that's part of, the heritage that courses through your veins?
It makes me feel proud about my country, that even though a natural disaster happened, that somebody inspired the world and stuff.
I think it's
Solara. Okay, hold on. I gotta take it in. Y'all, you're going. Okay. I was going to come about what incredible humans you all are just blossoming into. Okay. Thank you, Solara and Kyano.
I think it's cool how just a regular guy from Haiti was able to inspire the world.
And what I want y'all to do, knowing that he can inspire the world, you can inspire the world. So you stand up proud, you put those shoulders back. You lead with the pride in who you are, your Haitian pride, whatever it is that you are proud of about yourself. But I know y'all are proud of your Haitian heritage, as you should be. B, did you want to add anything?
Yes. So, I've known you for a long time, so I know the story, right? And I was amazed how emotional I was watching the first episode, knowing that I know the story, right? And for me, the most beautiful thing of it was that I'm watching it and I'm like, Paul planted this seed in Natalie, and look what has bloomed from that seed that he planted in you, right? And I was just imagining, for someone like me who knows the story and was so touched, even though I knew the story, I was still touched by that episode, right? And I was just thinking, it's like a domino effect. Look how Paul inspired Natalie. Now I am I cannot wait to see how Natalie inspires and plants seeds in so many people, right? I'm really excited about that. And two of the people are sitting right here. I thank you for doing this, right? Fulfilling a goal that you have had, right? And I think you are a role model for my children, and I thank you for that, because you had a goal and you accomplished it, right? There are many podcasts out there, but you know, for my kids, we don't know them. So it's like, could I do something like that? Like real, you know, like, but like they know you know, like you did it. And like, I'm not saying that they necessarily have to have the goal of being a, you know, if they wanted to do a podcast, they could, but just to know that like, if you have a goal, like no matter how, like it may not feel like you can attain it, but you really can. And you can attain it by taking one step at a time. Tipa, tipa. So I want to thank you. I really want to thank you for sharing this with us and you know, you fulfilling something that you desire to do and to share with the world is going to inspire so many people. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, B. Thank you. And Kyano and Solara, I just think, well, first, I love you, B. And I'm sure y'all know this, but part of why I am who I am today is because of all of the love and affirmation that your mother has like poured into me. When I have doubted myself and not been sure, she has never once failed to remind me who I am.
And who are you?
Yeah, Natalie Domont, child of anointed child of God.
Yes.
So whenever I thought there was something that was like, oh, I can't really do that. Who am I? She'd be like, no, nah, girl. And she would tell me. So I know y'all experienced that, but your mother, not only is she like that with you, but everybody else that is blessed enough to be in her sphere of love and care. And so I mean, I'm just so, it's like, it's you were such a vital part of the journey, but you have been hearing me for years about this, and you never wavered in your belief that of course you're going to do it. And whenever I was doubting myself, I would hear your voice. I would hear your mother's voice in my head, you know? And so, and your mom, when she is like it comes out, you know, when she was like, when we were like, tipa, tipa, and you were like, dale, dale. And I also, you know, it's interesting, and just for folks who like don't know us, is, I mean, you know this story. B was actually the first human outside of Haiti that I got into contact with the night of the earthquake. When I had pulled out the mattress out into the courtyard, I had found Karumba. I had not communicated with anybody, and the you know, the phone lines had been down, and it came through. And I'll never forget like that moment of connection and the relief that we both experienced as we were able to like, are you okay? Oh my God, you know. So you've known it, and then after the earthquake, I evacuated, then went back, and then we lived together for that a year and a half after. So through all the tipa tipa, picking up the pieces, finding our way through, navigating something that just seemed so insurmountable. So it's you were there. You were there through it all. trying to make sense of it all. So I mean, what a gift that we get to share these, you know, these beautiful and challenging moments of life. And that's why I think, Solara, when you texted me after the event, and you were, which was so sweet, you know, and told me that, congratulating me, and then I ended with like, community is everything, right? Like, you know, we can do so much more and get through the darkest of times and moments when we lean on those that we love and who love us. And that's what got me to finally put this podcast into the world, was inviting in all the beautiful faces and spirits that I wanted, that felt like I could do this really scary, vulnerable thing in front of them first. And y'all showered me with love. And then I took my next tipa, which was then to share it more broadly with the world. So I love you all dearly. And I want to give you a chance. Kyano and Solara, I didn't know if you had any questions for me. Your mom mentioned that you might have questions, but no pressure at all. Was there anything that you really wanted to ask?
What inspired you to start this podcast?
Oh. Gosh, I got to connect with that. It's really interesting. It was a lot of little steps to get to this point. I think when I realized that this story of like Paul and the wisdom of Tipa and like the relevance that it was having in my life, that it wasn't, I just saw that it was like what was getting me through hard times and uncertainty over and over and over again. And people were asking me about it. And I'm like, I want to share this in a thoughtful way. Like it has had such an impact on my life. And then I decided that I was not into social media. So I was like, I'm not going to start writing little short things. I like depth. I like storytelling. I like time to really sort of be with a message. And I like to talk. So I thought maybe a podcast would be a way to do it, because when I started to try to write about it, I would freeze and I would judge myself. But I noticed when I was talking to people really passionately about it, it would flow. So I was like, what if I tried to practice this being a conversation? And so when I started designing the podcast with my dear friend Monica, it was like, just drop into a story. Like if you were sitting with B or sitting with someone you love, and just tell the story. And I was like, that feels good and true for me. And then I was like, so every episode has a structure. I drop into a story, a real moment, and then I zoom out and I share how I've been reflecting on it. And then I invite people with some reflection questions into their own reflection on it. And so I knew I wanted the experience to be more, I want it to be experience. I want it to be something that was really going to give people time to reflect, sort of really connect with a story that might inspire them, and then think about what they might want to do with it. And I had the idea a long, long time ago. Solara, Tipa. My first episode I recorded over 2 years ago, but it has taken time. But I'm here. It's done. I'm sharing
Yes.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to add that you're such a good storyteller, and I think a podcast is a really good idea, because we just listened to the episode, and it's like the way you were telling the story made me feel like in the moment, like what you experienced, like I was feeling it too. I think like that's really good. That's like a good talent of yours.
Aw.
Ooh, that's like the best. Yeah, that is. Girl, I'm just gonna armor up with that feedback. So thank you. I don't care what nobody else thinks. I'll be like, you know what Solara and Louis said. So I am gonna hold on to that. Just how I play back your mother in my head, I will play back your beautiful affirming words. So thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
Kyano, buddy, you got any questions? Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
You don't have any questions?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many episodes are you going to have in season 1?
Ooh. Okay. Yes. So season 1 is 10 episodes.
Oh.
And so you know how y'all experience. So there's a very intentional, what I'm calling like a story or narrative arc. So every episode is building on the next. And so I'm taking you through almost like a 10-year journey of how the wisdom of Tipa helped me realize significant changes, shifts, or transformation in one or more areas of my life. So some of them, I'll be curious. Some of them, might resonate with you more than others. They're really adult topics, but who knows? I mean, you never know. Actually, the girls have been my girls, as you know, who are 8 and 10. They've been listening, and they have their own nuggets of wisdom that they're getting from every episode. So, yeah.
They were listening to the second and third, well, the second one, and they were like, "Who is that? Is that Karina or is it Nyla?" Like trying to guess which child it was during that episode.
Because you know them. Yeah, Karina, she's been featured so far, and Nyla keeps asking me, when are you gonna talk about me? I'm like, you're coming, girl. We're just not there on the timeline yet. She's really eager to be part of the story, and I'm like, y'all are the center of my world. There is nothing I do that isn't driven by my desire to be the mother that I want to be for you too. So y'all are important.
They are. They are.
Awesome. Well, with that, I want to thank you. If everyone else is there anything else that y'all need to want to give voice to in order to feel complete?
I just want to say thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us. This was
Oh,
fun.
You are the most beautiful little trio that I've ever had on my screen. Just want to thank you for spending today with me. I know it's Halloween. What are y'all going to be dressing up as tonight?
Wolverine.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be Scary Spice, and then my mom and my aunts are all gonna be the Spice Girls.
Yeah, I'm Sporty Spice. Although I look more like a gym teacher, this Sporty Spice.
Oh my God. Are y'all going to sing?
No. I'm
Yo,
not.
come on. You need to have us sing instead of saying trick or
Let's
treat.
strike a
You could,
pose.
yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. That is so much fun.
What about you? What are you dressing? Are you dressing up?
No, I'm not dressing up. I'm just taking the kids around.
Okay. What are the girls dressing up as?
Either pirates, because they have pirate costumes, or one of them might be the witch costume that you gave us, Solara. Actually, I don't know. Honestly, Halloween's not really my thing. So I say it like it's a secret. I don't really pay too much attention. I had a Tipa Talk earlier today with my friend, and she like loves Halloween. So I'm like, it's fine. I don't like prevent my kids from celebrating it. I just don't put a lot of energy or enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, we get it.
But
Yeah.
I love that I do have a Mrs. Incredible uniform that probably still fits.
Do you?
I did it one year because I was with Kwanzaa, and she and I don't know, we both dressed up in that costume. We went somewhere, I can't remember, but
You got to bring it out, girl. Bring it out.
maybe. I don't know. Well, with that, I want to bring our time together to a close. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. But for those who've been watching, thank you for joining us today. If you have not yet started the journey of the Tipa Revolution, the podcast, please join us. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And we recommend that you start at the beginning because, as I was just explaining, it's a progressive sort of narrative arc. And we'll be dropping weekly episodes until December 16th, 2025. And I look forward to hearing what learning about the wisdom of Tipa sparks in your own life. And until next time, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.